Check 31. Check 31. Shift, shift. Slam, slam.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 20.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now left side on the swing pass. Trucks over him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's checking crowd. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Mayfield with it once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On on the ground. It's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something. And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. Jet sweep to start the drive. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A gain of 22.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, refusing to go down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns 3, Titans nothing.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. He'll drop to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now.
38-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
7.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's second down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
From 17 yards out, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Mayfield on play action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
A loss of 13 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield now. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
To the ground and incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First down, Titans.
Set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. The Titans get 14 chains as well.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
He's not going to get me. Kill. Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This is taken at the 18. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's the reason we go for circle ready twice a day.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Over the middle to Smith. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Let's go, D.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
A handoff as they run the counter play. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, here's the option. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. midfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And he stopped immediately there.
The tackle
was by the Boston College product Harold Landry. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
50-yard line.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Mayfield now from the 50. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mayfield to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think that pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Tennessee, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.